everybody, and welcome to another episode of the JFS Show. I am your host for today, Mr. Ace the Mech, and here with me, we have my number one rival. It is Zhalpha.
Hello.
We have the top man on the leaderboard for UHC. It is Nayxerr.
Yo, Nayxerr in the house!
And we have the award for the most drunken man in UHC. It's Jodha.
Ban Nayxerr, please.
Wait, I'm on your team.
I don't care.
Wait! You can't do that.
I love you too.
So, for this podcast, if you notice the UHC style introductions, we're doing a UHC Season 19 pregame video. So the format's going to be a little bit different for this season. We're going to quickly recap what happened in Season 18. Then we're going to take a look at the leaderboard, and then look ahead at Season 19, and maybe even talk a little bit about Season 20 and beyond. But first, we're going to go into some server updates, and we got a couple bits of big news, one of which we touched base on in the last JFS show. But before we can get to that, the biggest announcement of all is that Muckluck has finally uploaded a video to the JFS. So,
Hooray!
Took long
enough.
yeah. Of course, it was just a clip show, but it was a well-edited one, so...
Yeah.
So it's good to see him finally back.
I'm in it, so I'm happy.
I'm in it. I died in it.
You died twice in it.
Oh, God.
So yeah, good to see
Love
Muck
it.
back on the YouTubes for the JFS.
Yeah.
Also, like I said, we mentioned in the last JFS show that we have a couple new members on the server, those being Big B and Tom22. They both have uploaded their first videos on the server, so we shall link to those in the description.
Yeah.
So yeah, welcome to the group.
So far, they haven't done anything bad, so I guess they will stay.
For now.
Yeah.
They can get added to the ban server later.
That should be like, when a new person joins, it would be like, welcome to the band server!
Sure.
Okay, so I guess for now we can just go around to each person to see what you guys have been up to on the server. Anything new for you guys? I guess we'll start with Jodha because he's top on the Discord
Hi.
list. So.
I've been up to absolutely nothing because I don't have time to play.
Well, not completely nothing. There was a video
Yeah.
that came out recently about something that had happened.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got pranked. And you would never see my reaction to it.
You didn't get pranked, you got loofed.
Get out.
Get out.
Ban this boy right now. And the other Charleston Weather, looking at you.
Luffy Aw and Luffy Monster.
Yeah,
Ban
Please.
them.
That video, like, I uploaded pretty much the whole time we did the prank, and just keeping up that conversation was so freaking difficult.
Shawson did
I
really
have
well
not
with
watched the
it.
video yet.
Yeah, like, Charleston is fucking pro at it. I don't know what happened with me. I just... But it was funny, like, when we were standing there, and one of us tried to say something. Like, when I tried to say, let's take a selfie, I said, let's take a Luffy.
Oh,
But they're like, I don't understand what you mean. I'm like, a Luffy! A Luffy shot!
A Luffy shot. Oh, God. I hate you guys. I hate you guys so much.
I mean, everyone said, yeah, it's a bad prank, and we know, but it was just like funny, and it makes sense for you, Jodha, since yeah, you know Luffy,
Yeah.
and you know that Luffy we did.
Yeah. You mean Lucy?
Yeah, Lucy. We should
Because
have done
last
Lucy. Why didn't we just say Lucy instead?
Because you guys are nerds. That's why.
Let's take a Lucy.
Oh, God.
Oh God.
I'm totally not going to kill you in the UHC.
Dang.
Don't. You had to take a shot,
Yeah.
I think.
Take a shot. Problem.
Speaking of Nayxerr, what have you been up to?
Pretty much the same thing, except I opened 2 shops, and one of them have been doing really well so far, in my opinion, and that's the fish shop, Magic Mon's fish shop. Because I don't know if everyone has seen it, but in the far back left corner, I have the fish generator, which you pay 5 iron or 15 iron, and you get a random fish, which can be super rare, common, or whatever.
I got 2 super rare fish from that.
And Dan, the first time he tried, he got a common one, and that's Gary. But Gary died, and we don't know how.
Poor Gary.
He
We
was
don't
just
speak about Gary.
gone one day. It's sad. And then Dan made a new Gary.
New Gary?
Yeah.
He's not as good as old Gary.
Yeah, but this new Gary has been on adventures in the Nether. We went to look for a Nether fortress. That's something I actually did. I got 2 beacons, so we went on adventure in the Nether, and he brought Gary with him in a bucket. It was random, but yeah, it was fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
So how about you, Zhalpha? Anything new on the server for you?
I'm terraforming my mountain so far, and I guess I opened up my shop recently. It's been doing great so far.
I think I took your only mending book from that.
Wow, that's rude. I mean, I'm doing better than Nayxerr, that's for sure.
Oh.
Wow.
Are you
Shots
there?
fired.
Yeah, I think that's it. I haven't been active that much, sadly.
Yeah, I've done a little bit. I've brought back another member of the server, which is Duke the Tank, Protector of Spawn Town. It's been built by the church. I actually have a video going up kind of talking about all the updates I did, but it kind of led from doing that to a little terraforming to help Duke fit into the spot that I built him in. And that led to building a lake, and then that led to paths, and now there's paths around my church and a little park area behind Duke. So that's the main thing I did. I also went to Nayxerr's shop and bought some fishes.
Yay.
And I did.
See, fishes, not books.
What are you gonna do with a fish?
Look
Keep
at
it
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Take him to the Nether.
Take him to the end.
Aces bought 3 fishes off me, and we literally just put down one and stood there and looked at it. It's just like, I don't know.
That's
It's
great.
I bought
yeah.
I bought 4 fishes, and the clownfish that I bought had immediately made itself the leader of the group and is spoiling everyone else. So
Wow.
it'll be in my video coming out. Actually, it's out now.
Ooh.
So go to my channel
Yeah.
to watch it.
He.
So that's all I did. That's my main stuff.
Nice. More than I've done.
Oh yeah, one thing also I forgot that we have done on the server. It's I was part of it. The post office.
Oh yeah.
That's a thing now. Again, it's not like super fancy or anything. It's just a room with chests and signs, and you just claim one, and then stuff in there for other people.
And that's at the
Community
community
building.
center? Yeah.
If you go in from the first entrance on the side where the nether portal is, it's literally right to the left there.
Okay.
It's not too difficult to find.
Yeah.
I mean, the community build is not that big.
Not that big, he says.
Yeah, but it's not like a maze.
True.
Alright, so now onto the main stuff, which is ultra hardcore pre-game stuff, and we're gonna start by briefly talking about what happened last season, which had a pretty interesting ending to it that we will get to.
I was gonna say I don't even remember what happened last season, but yes, I do.
I died in lava.
Yeah, we're gonna we're gonna talk about that. So there were a number of firsts for this season. For one thing, it was the shortest UHC we've had, at just under 8 episodes.
Oh.
First UHC to have someone die in every single episode. Which
You're welcome.
Which is, in order, if I get this correctly, is Jodha to lava, then Cielo to lava, the hit and run. Then it was Canuck to a creeper, and then Special Breath to a creeper, and then Shostin killing Asus in the Nether, followed by Smitjay dying to a pigman in the Nether. Then Shostin killed Weather, and then Nayxerr killed Shostin. And then Muck stole Dennis's kill on Nayxerr. And then everybody else died to mobs, which would be Killer running outside the border. Dennis, I forget how he died exactly. But then...
Zombie?
I think so. One of the millions of mobs that was there.
Yeah.
I died to a spider.
Sucky.
Muck edged me out by like a tick or two. And Zhalpha picks up his second win in a row for this season.
Suck it.
Damn.
So this
I
is...
just want to say a really funny thing, though, since you just said all the deaths.
Mhm.
So, Weather, Shostin, and I, we play Pokemon together, and we call it the Soul Link that we're doing. And we figured out, like, we played, I think, right after this UHC or something like that, and we said that we were Soul Link because we were the first 3 people to lose our partner. And all of those 3 were Canadian, too.
Wow.
And then...
Weather lost Jodha, I lost Cielo, and Shostin lost Canuck.
We're all like live in the same province too.
So we were like, yeah, we are Soul Linked.
Yep.
Good God.
And then you all go into getting combat after each other.
Yeah.
It's Shostin killing Weather and you killing Shostin. And then you died next. So...
Yeah, we died in row 2. Not in the same row, but kinda.
Still together.
Almost.
In a way.
Yeah.
Let's see, other firsts, and this one's my fault. The first time a nut chapel was found but never used. So,
That's a good first.
yeah. And if this was the second win via PvE, first one was way back in Season 3. This was the first time that it was recorded, because we didn't have spectator mode back then. So, and from what I heard about how Season 3 ended, this one was way more exciting, because the ending to Season 3 was just Canuck dying to a zombie, or not Canuck, Conflict dying to a zombie. So yeah, that's...
Yeah, usually PvE deaths, they suck, but hey, it happens.
Yeah.
I mean, in that spot, what could you do with that
Yeah.
ending? There were no caves for the mobs to spawn in. It's night, and the border is, like, crawling in.
And it's half the size as usual. We're in a swamp.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, swamps are evil to fight in.
yep.
I mean, I know Lemons picked it just to be different. And I liked it.
Mhm.
I liked it being different.
I mean, what, the last couple of seasons we had mountainous
Yes.
Yep.
We always
0-0s?
had some sort of mountain or hill next to 0-0.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
think
it's
the one... I don't remember which season that was. The one where Killer, Aces, and Shostin won. That was in, like, a snow biome. That was, like, flat.
Yeah, that was Season 15. Almost a year to go. Almost a year ago from this upcoming UHC.
Ooh.
Because that was the Halloween one.
What's
Oh.
Huh.
I guess
all
it
I
makes sense.
remember it was like we had a big winter biome and
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah,
I like it when it's different biomes and not just a mountain or hill all the time in the middle.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like the biome. It was just the border that was my problem.
Yeah.
Honestly, like having a city at 0-0 like we did. When was it?
16,
16? Yeah, that was nice having.
which we'll get.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a little bit.
I was gonna say if I could have like actually done something in the city, I felt like I did nothing in that city.
Yeah, our team
We
kind of
weren't-
took control then.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like we went in and we went back out, then we found diamonds, I died.
Good times. Good times.
So let's see. I have for the battle highlight is Shawson running into 3 different teams during one episode. There wasn't really any good landmarks for this season. Like usually when I pick a landmark, it's something that was built, and the only real thing that was built was Nayxerr's hidey hole from the Phantoms.
Hooray!
So speaking of Nayxerr, I don't know how you ran away from us, and like you bamboozled us twice in that season, even though you ran directly away. It was.
I'm like, I remember like I was so shocked because I noticed I was screwed. The Phantoms are after me. I'm underground. You guys are above me. Like one is going to the entrance of my like to this place. The other one is right above me. Like I was like so scared.
I shot you
And then
once, and that was it. That's all we got.
But the nice thing is, if you remember that each episode you record is 20 minutes, you can easily like notice when it's becoming morning.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's what I went with. Like when I noticed it was morning, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go towards here. I found a cave. I was like, sprint it, book it, out of here.
Yeah.
And then I got up on that hill. I don't know if you watched my video, but I got up on that hill. I looked back to the swamp, and I haven't seen the other perspective, but apparently I saw Muck and Dennis in the swamp, thinking it was you guys.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we ended up seeing them too, and
Yeah.
So you ended up on the hill. I think you got up on a tree, and we were looking down, so we didn't see you. And then you tried to take off again, and we thought we were going to have our final stand against you. So I was gonna flank from the side, and by the time I got over the hill, you were gone.
Yeah.
and at that point, we saw Dennis and Muck over in the swamp, so we went after them. And by the time we got there, they were gone. So we got bamboozled for a third time in 3 episodes.
All I wanted was someone else to fight you guys, so you were weakened, since I'm by myself against Killer and you.
Yeah.
Like, I did not want that.
Yeah.
So, but you didn't get into a single fight, and then I got into a fight, and
I'm pretty bummed out about dying so early that season.
yeah.
You just
Like
found
I was
out.
so ready. I had cheese ready. I had my drinks ready, and then bam, died.
And then you sat there the whole UHC with just tears.
Yeah. No, I went drinking after.
But I could have seen like you and Weather. I think that could have been a really interesting, like a funny perspective to watch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Weather yelling at me for being a derp,
Yeah.
and me just being drunk.
Yeah. Pretty much.
The derp and the
Good
drunk.
times. The derp, what Ace said.
Let's see.
One interesting thing I'm noticing here on your like stats though is this is one of the like seasons with the least amount of players with kills.
Yeah, there were only 3 separate players, which was you, Shoston, and Muck.
Yeah.
So.
That's also kind of funny, like just us 3. Not even like Killer or you, Ace, or...
Yeah.
Mhm.
Not aces, not any of the big guns. Well, I guess you got a lot of kills, so.
Yeah.
So, I guess before we head on to the leaderboard stuff, I'll ask the one question of where would you rank this UHC amongst others you have played?
Bottom two.
Yeah, it's like bottom for me.
Okay. I understand you.
Yeah,
You died.
completely at the bottom.
Well, for me, it's just like it was another free for all, and it was so boring.
Mhm.
Like I would have loved doing the same thing Shasta and Canuck did, where Canuck sits there and just talks, doesn't give any hints.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but I can't trust Cielo.
yeah.
It would have been
You got
great,
the-
like conversations we could have had there, but he would have given away way too much stuff.
Hey, there's a guy right behind you, Nayxerr.
Yeah, or like
Give me some
diamonds.
What about you,
I remember
Zhalpha? Big winner. Where'd you rank this one?
I mean, despite me winning, I didn't like this UHC as much as like 17 or 16. Wasn't that fun, in my opinion. I don't know why, but maybe because I didn't get a kill. Just didn't seem like it was fun.
Yeah, for me, I definitely hated it a lot more when I played it. After watching it back, it was a little bit more entertaining than when I was a part of it. But it's still on the bottom two for me. Season 10 is still the worst. But I put it behind Season 15 because at least there was a PvP finish, even though it's kind of... That one was the season where we knew Killer and that team was going to win. But yeah, it was a short UHC with only 4 kills total from 3 people and had a PvE finish, so
Yeah.
wasn't the most exciting thing. And with the whole portal issue, it just kind of added another negative point to it. So
Yeah.
Wait, what was the portal issue?
oh, not portal issue, the border issue.
Oh, what was the border issue? Anyways.
It was half the size that it should have been.
Huh.
It was at 50 by 50 instead of 100 by 100.
Dang.
So yeah, that's season 18. And after that, I'm gonna pop this up on my recording, but we got the leaderboard, and look at you, Nayxerr, just ahead of Killer by 5 points. Which
Freaking pro.
Ban him right now.
you gotta hold on for 2 more seasons to pick up the championship, I guess.
Yeah.
Third place is Aces, and Cookies fallen to 4th. Shawson's in 5th. I've climbed up to 6th. Salo fell to 7th. Mary was in Italy, I think it was. We fell to 8th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Muck is in 9th, and he is the last person that is roughly mathematically able to win the championship, which the way I do it is I picked an average based on previous seasons, made an average number of points that the winner got each season, which is roughly 35, and then I multiply that by how many seasons are left, which right now is 2, so that's 70 points, and Muck is right on the line for that, so you'll have
69.
Yep.
Wow.
Usually I give a bit of leeway for people who are close to that number, but Dennis is back at 86, so he's mathematically out. So then we got Jodha in 11th, Weather to 12th, Zhalpha climbs to 13th. Other players that play, Canuck is 17th. We got Smitjay jumping all the way up to 25th, and Special Bro climbing the most spots to 28th. This is the first season that did not have a debut or a return, as you can see. So,
Another first for the season.
yeah, no new people, and I do returns based on who played in the first 10 seasons and hasn't since, and everybody's so everybody's played since that time.
That's what I've been wondering about. Like, how do you count this return thing? Because like all of us return, pretty much.
Yeah, like
But that, I understand how you do it.
yeah. So I just base it off of if they play in the last series of UHCs, but haven't yet in this one. So everybody counts as a return for like season 11, which was the first UHC for the second series. But hey, we will have a debut for this season because Big B is gonna play.
Yay!
So and Panda's debuting too, I think.
Yep.
So 2 debuts.
Ooh, hype.
So yeah, UHC season 19. We are going to be doing teams of 3, pre-chosen teams of 3, and we are going to have cities once again for this season. I think it's going to be set up the same way as we did last time, with the same size city and things like that. What other things do I have up here? We got closing world border will close to 100 by 100 as usual. But we're going to turn on Eternal Day when the border starts closing.
I think that's a good addition.
Yeah.
Because after a certain point, it's like, you're already armored up. It's like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Rather than having a PvE happen, just plain PvP.
It's also going to be interesting because will people, like usually when the border starts closing, you go down every night and mine a bit again. But it's going to be interesting this time when it's Eternal Day. You don't need to go down and mine to like get away from mobs. The only reason to go down is if you need diamonds or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you don't have to go underground anymore, so no worries about mobs at night. But if you do go underground, you will have to face more mobs in the caves, because that's all that they can spawn in. So.
Yep.
Whoa.
It's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah.
There's also the fact, like, I'm curious to see how long this UHC will be, because with Eternal Day you don't have to go underground anymore. But people could stay up a little bit longer, making sure they have enough apples and stuff, because they don't have to wait to go underground anymore. But they can spend all the time they want gathering all the apples and such that they need and doing their enchanting and whatnot. So
God. I know I said this the sucky boy if we reach way too long time, but I didn't notice it said way too hard time.
Way too hard. Wow.
I think I edited that a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
you can see.
it would be interesting if the sucky boys happened.
So yeah, those are the big aspects for this season. Looking at the teams, they seem pretty spread out, pretty even. We have
Ban Zhalpha.
That-
That's all I'm saying.
Wow.
I guess I could say it now too, since it was pre-chosen teams. I'm sorry, Zhalpha, but when it's chosen teams, I don't want a team with killer, because people would count that team pretty OP, and I don't want to create the OP teams. That's why I went with like people who are worse.
Wow. Wow. I'm killing you first. You know that, Nayxerr.
Looks on you, Jodha.
Wow.
dang.
But like, if I get randomized on killer's team, what can I do? I'm on killer's team,
Yeah.
but I'm trying to create even teams.
But no hard feeling, like trust me. Like I'm not mad or anything. Just I get it. What
Yeah.
you're trying to say?
Yeah. But like,
Jodha.
that's what I think. Like at the moment, we have pretty nice teams. Like we're pretty spread out. I know Panda, like he is down there. So I guess I will have to carry him, and Jodha would just be there drunk on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and him would be drunk together, by the way.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. God
Oh
dang.
boy.
You'll be carrying
both of us.
Jodha decided to share his drinking rules for this. So I think Panda's gonna do the same thing as Jodha. So every single time someone takes damage, they're both gonna drink.
Yep.
That's horrible.
Gonna be a good, fun time.
So let's see. Other mysteries for this UHC. Who's going to be Team OW's third member. Sail, Abu, and Smith J intend to be there, so any of them could show up and join them.
It'll be interesting to see if Solo has bought the new mouse he said he was going to do. Since that's how it died last season, his mouse freaked out all of a sudden.
GG.
And he said he was going to buy a new mouse, so...
I guess this mouse was too sticky from... Yeah.
Weed. You mean from the Sucky Boys?
Yeah, from the Sucky Boys.
He's like, episode 2, it's way too hard of a time.
I know what I'm naming episode 2.
Oh no!
Let's see. We could also see Mary and Monk. They haven't been confirmed yet.
Yeah.
Shuss and Abel and Bagel have finally teamed up like they've wanted to for a few seasons now. So it'd be neat to see that. Ace and Aces have another chance at trying to win one. We'll probably get...
You guys will get the new member, too.
Yeah, we got Big B, so we're Team ABBA. And our intros are going to be... I'm going to probably make an intro with a different ABBA song for each episode.
I hope you guys sing like a bunch of ABBA songs.
That's what I've been thinking for my intro. I think I'm gonna be a nerd this season again and not share it. Maybe I will share it to Charles and he can make his own version of it.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking of trying to find some anime song. Since our team is Anime for Us.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I have ideas for like an outro kind of thing. It's gonna be fun.
If someone dies on our team, we have to remember to say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
No, not happy. You need to be sad.
Bye-bye. Oh. Bye-bye.
Sayonara.
Sayonara.
What?
I don't know where I'm going with this.
Each episode we begin, it will be just Pantsu!
No. I will literally hit you with a hoe. If you say it.
I can just imagine Jodha. He's like, I'm thirsty. Just goes over to me, punches me in the face, gets a drink.
You're giving away my plans, man.
No. I'm gonna make sure to stay away from you. Be on the side of a map. Are you okay, Jodha? Yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm killing someone.
Oh, God.
Alright, let's bust through a couple quick questions for you, 19, or like discussion questions. A couple fun ones. Who do you think's Iron Man this season? Out of the list so far.
I'm going with Big B.
Ooh.
BB.
I was gonna say, like, I don't really know how Fricker plays. I don't really know how RV plays. I don't really know how BB plays. I don't really know how Panda plays.
Bagel got Iron Man in season 17.
Yeah.
So.
But I don't really know. I haven't like seen how she plays in a cave. Is she really cautious or is she just rushing in? I don't know.
I think she's kind of on the cautious side, if I remember.
Okay.
Right. So.
Seeing like Fricker on the server, I would say, yeah, he's not lasting. No offense.
Would you have him for first death?
Maybe, yeah. Either Viola.
Yeah, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Or maybe Panda.
Yeah, I was gonna say Panda. It wouldn't surprise me if Panda dies. But at the same time, Panda doesn't die that much on the vanilla either.
Yeah.
So it's difficult. I hate this because I don't know.
I'm gonna say Zhalpha for first death.
Wow, Jodha.
Actually, I'm gonna say Nayxerr for first death by my own hands.
Wow. Yeah, I guess that's fair.
I'm gonna say Jodha because we're about to do a fist fight.
So Panda's
Bring
gonna
it
be the
on.
survivor on your team then, because you're gonna
Yeah.
do each other in.
We kill each other and then Panda is Iron Man.
Yeah. uh,
I'm sorry, Ace, but I think I'm gonna vote for you. You're gonna die first.
Oh boy, another creeper.
Not a creep. It's been a long time.
For first death, I'm gonna play it safe and go Abel.
Yeah.
I'm gonna skip first kill and go to most kills because there's a few people on here that could really take this one. Like, you can easily say Aces, Shawson, Dan, Killer, and Nayxerr would be like the 5, like the one person for each team. So I would take Dan for most kills, I think.
I would say Zhalpha for more skills.
Thanks.
You're gonna bust out 6 kills like I did?
Yeah.
But better than you.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's the thing. I think Killer's gonna get it because I feel like that team, not amazing, but they can do damage. And then Killer's like just gonna go in and do some sweeping. He's like, "Oh, we got a sweep for Christmas."
Oh my God.
Goes around on a battlefield.
It seems like every team has that player though. Like,
Yeah.
Like it's Nayxerr for purple, it's Killer for blue, Dan for yellow, Shawson for green, and Aces for red.
Yeah. Like that's the thing too. I don't know how good BB is like at PvP.
Yeah.
So I know he is from console. Like that's what he has been playing a lot. So he's not really used to the PC. But I don't know. Can he do some damage and then you have like, okay, not Ace again, Aces do some sweep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, he's probably the wild card of the whole UHC.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, now when I'm actually thinking about it, I know I've been doing a lot of like bow fighting with Panda, and he's pretty good with the bow.
He's just gotta get to
Like I wouldn't say he's amazing, but he's pretty good.
Yeah. I used to be decent till I took an arrow to the knee.
And I did.
We should just make speed potions and like instant health. Give it to Jodha. Jodha just rushes in, and then Panda and I are just in back spamming arrows.
I like this idea.
Sounds amazing, man. I'm so freaking good. I don't even have to do anything. Just shoot arrows, hit Jodha a few times at the same time.
Wow.
It doesn't matter. He wants to kill me
Collateral
anyways.
damage.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I'm wondering also, I don't know if you have any more questions, but I was going to say, not for this season, but whenever it comes out, how is that crossbow? Yeah. How is
Yeah, it's gonna
how
be
do you guys think that's going to do?
That's going to be very interesting.
I think
Because
it's
it has
going
its
to
own-
be similar to like sword versus axe, because the crossbow is going to take
Yeah.
longer to load, but could do a lot more damage.
But did you get that enchant so you can like quickly reload or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be interesting.
Does the bolts go further than like arrows stuff?
I would
I was
assume
just
so.
thinking that too.
Or like more in a straight line?
I'm curious to know what the mystery enchant is for it.
Yeah, I can't really think. Maybe it's some new element, like
Ice.
lightning or something. Or yeah, ice.
Ice would be nice.
Nice rhyming.
I did not mean to do that. But it might happen.
It would be interesting to see like how it would do. I'm kind of excited for that one.
Yeah.
I'm more of a range kind of person, so I'm more excited
Yeah.
for that.
Mhm.
But it's like, yeah, we have the trident now in the game, but who the frick is gonna get a trident?
I
Yeah.
still haven't gotten one yet.
Yeah,
Like on the...
I got 2 of them, and I got my first one right before we went to Canada, so in like the beginning of August. And then I got another one like just after I got back from Canada, and I have never gotten one since. I have fought like 50 of those Trident dudes.
Mm-hmm.
I bought both of mine. One from Sawston and one from Lemons.
I have a tiny like Trident, like a baby drowned with a Trident at my base. That's a very rare thing, so I was like, I'm just gonna name it and put it here.
Too bad it wasn't riding a chicken.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Oh,
Wow.
Is that guy still
Is that guy
on?
still on?
Yes, both of them. I have two of them.
You have 2
I'm gonna
seconds.
kill him.
One with H and one without H.
So second and chicken.
Yeah,
Seeking.
and the Nayxerr should still be there.
Yeah, about that.
We
It should be still there. I did not touch it.
I promise.
You know who I'm blaming if it's gone.
Killer.
No.
Nayxerr?
Yes, I'm
Yes, I'm
blaming
blaming
myself.
myself.
Good.
Good.
You're banned. Okay, so I think that's the main stuff for season 19. So
Yeah.
we can talk a bit about season 20. There are a couple things that I would like a little bit of, I guess, input on for season 20 and beyond. For one thing, season 20 is going to most likely be the 2 big teams.
I'm excited.
And I'm considering, Shawson mentioned this in his recap video for season 18 about doing a draft with the top 2 players on the leaderboard being team captains, and they pick the rest of the players. So if people vote, that would be up to a vote, I guess. But
Yeah.
I don't like that idea at all, because that means I have to do the picking, and I hate doing that. I hate deciding things. Don't.
well, all you have to do is be bad enough to not be first or second.
I want to be first.
I would just feel like I'm back in school again
You picked last.
and get picked last.
I don't think you'd be picked last.
Nah.
I don't remember when I got
Nayxerr,
picked.
Right?
I don't think we ever picked our teams in school, actually. It was our teacher who went like 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, and she
Yeah,
picked.
yeah.
Because she knew like how good we all were, so she kind of like mixed the teams perfectly.
I think we've had a mix of that when I was in school.
Yeah.
So the first thing I need input on for season 20, because that's going to be the championship season, how should we reward the champion?
Sacrifice them to the gods of UHC.
I was about to say, stop memeing about them.
Add them to the ban server.
I'm already on there.
Congratulations,
Well,
you're banned.
Yeah.
You're too good.
You can never play again.
Yeah. They have to retire at the end of that UHC.
What if they...
Sorry, Nayxerr.
I was thinking of like giving them something on the server that's like either really rare or something we can't get yet.
Skulls of all the mobs.
My own dragon.
Like your
A
own
magma
head.
cube skull. That's what I want.
Skull of the loser.
I already know I'm winning, so that's what I want.
Wow.
Give me.
Wow.
Wow.
What do you mean, wow?
I'm gonna sabotage you.
Killer's only 5 points behind you.
So?
He's- Honestly, like any of the top 5 could still win it. I think, except for Cookie because he's not here anymore.
Rip Cookie.
Yeah, he died.
He's not dead, but
He died in
never
college.
forget he.
He crumbled.
Yeah.
I'm just a little
He
too far
died
back.
under all the books.
So yeah, that's something to consider is what kind of reward the champion will get. I think I gave Mary a notch apple last time.
Ooh,
So
that'd be nice.
I mean, yeah.
I was bad.
I know where you can find one.
Yeah.
Give me... No.
Speaking of notch apples, that's the other thing I wanted input on. We've been finding a lot of them lately, and I've been considering nerfing the bonus points for them. Just want to know if you care.
I mean, I kind of think so. They did you nerf the points since they got nerfed?
No, originally I just had them as a flat 10 points, whether you found them or not, or whether you ate them or not. And then after season 15, when Killer took Sayla's notch apple, that's when I split it into 5 for finding, 5 for eating. So, but I'm considering reducing it somewhat, maybe still to an even number, like 6 or something. That way you get 3 for finding, 3 for eating, or something like that. Because they're a lot more common, apparently.
How much points do you get for everything else? Like killing and...
Everything else is 5 points. If we ever did a dragon fight again, that'd be probably 10 by now. Because it's so hard to do now. But...
Yeah.
So, I'm considering nerfing that. I think it's the only change I'm going to do for the leaderboard. Besides, like, reorganizing all the statistics.
But that's going to be for, like, the next 10 seasons, or...
Yeah. Which will be series 3.
I was about to say, I don't know what you would call it, but series, that works.
Yeah, I just call them series.
Yeah. Because I was like, you can't call it a season.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
I guess the last thing to bring up in the facts page on the final tab, I have future ideas for UHC, future gimmick stuff. There's something I want. Oh, right. So, yeah, for this season, I collected some gimmick ideas. And we can talk a little bit about some of them, I guess. So one of the top things I've had for a while is like JFS builds at 0-0. Kind of like cities, but our own kind of city.
Tank City.
Like we could handpick a couple builds. We would have to empty all the chests, but
yeah,
I think that would be
Tank City would be fun.
It would be a lot of work, but
I mean, Lemons can do it.
Yeah. Let's make Lemons. Lemons get on it. Ocean 0-0, I think would only really work if we had some islands, I think.
Yeah. It has to be like a few islands, like really close, or close to each other, but not too close, so people just make bridges between them and connect them and then just claim them, because then the rest of the teams can't get to the 0-0.
Yeah. We have custom vanilla terrain. I don't really know what that entails specifically, but I don't know.
Amplified terrain?
Yeah, amplify would be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Mixon brought that up, but then again, how does it work for people with a worse computer?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the biggest issue with that one.
Yeah.
This is wrong. Why did I have this? This is old. Oh, okay. This was a late game suggestions note stuff. Find a partner like season 10. Basically, try to do it better season 10.
Yeah, but there we also talked about it being like pairs.
Mm-hmm.
So find the other pair, pretty much.
I think that one we would have to kind of have like a bigger group for.
Yeah.
Elytras, that'd be something. I think that would be kind of neat to see, like Elytra combat. But
yeah, but it's not much of a combat, to be honest.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are just gonna die from landing.
Yeah. Die from hitting a wall too hard.
Yeah. It has to be like ocean plus elytras.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, speaking of season 20, we might start in pairs just to make it easier for commentary's sake.
That
Yeah.
would be nice.
So
I think that's better. Yeah.
biome specific. Two ways we could do that is like a certain biome for 0-0, or have the entire map a certain biome.
Entire map jungle.
This
Oh
is-
yeah.
Roofed forest.
Yeah.
Oh.
We could do that for like a Halloween UHC.
Oh, true.
That'd be spooky. I
Scary
have this
skeletons.
again, so I'm gonna delete it. Alright, did that one. The always closing border from episode 1 to the end.
That would be interesting to do.
That would be a pretty neat one. These ones came from the most recent
Yeah.
questions.
I was gonna say with the border, I think it needs to be a really slow moving border then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll probably be like 10 episodes worth. Would probably be good. And it
Yeah.
could close to 1 block during that time.
Wait, no, wait.
I like this. Let's do this.
Wee.
I mean,
I think it's gonna be pretty quick then.
no. If this goes into it's gonna close more if they rechoose 1 block. If we start at 2,000, go to 1 over 10 episodes, it's gonna be a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna go pretty quickly then.
It might.
So
Yeah.
Twilight Forest. I think it was Special Bro that mentioned that one.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Never
so-
seen
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't
does it
see how
mean the
that's-
mod or
Yeah.
which one?
I think so.
Yeah, because the mod is gonna be difficult for people. It's the same
Yeah.
as the amplified. Like people needs to have a good computer for it, which I think most of us have a good enough computer, but still you gotta make everyone download it, and people are probably gonna download it right when we're about to start.
And then have
Yeah.
issues.
Yeah,
We got
And then
Permanite.
complain.
Like maybe another
I-
Halloween idea.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think that's Charleston's idea, if I remember correctly.
Mhm.
And I remember him talking about it being the first day would be like normal day,
Yeah.
so you could gather stuff and then you go underground.
I would also like to see like maybe. I know people would hate the noise, but maybe like a perma rain or something, or a thunderstorm where it's just dark enough for mobs to spawn.
Ooh.
I
That
could
would be
see someone
interesting.
getting like a flame bow and would be so triggered.
Yeah.
This one I just added because I had a thought of it recently. Is player's choice, because in season 9, when I thought I was going to go away forever, we did a UHC where I chose my teammates and everyone else got randomized. And
Oh, I was like, what do you mean with that? But yeah.
yeah, so I don't think it's fair that I would be the only guy to be allowed to do that. So
Yeah.
we could do like a lottery or something where someone gets picked to be able to pick their teammates or
Yeah.
something. That was kind of the little idea I had.
Yeah.
But then we also kind of had to go with the rule that don't make too OP of a team.
Yeah,
Mhm.
which I think people would be able to follow pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
One idea I know I had that I said is having a player be a boss or something.
and if he dies, the whole team's out.
Yeah. No, like,
You mean like Cisto
how
in
yeah,
the
how
Minecraft?
Zisto did it. Yeah.
I didn't see that one.
Well, he's like he has OP armor and
okay.
enchantments and stuff like that, and yeah,
And if you kill him, you get that stuff.
and he has like
Uh,
jump boost and insane stuff.
Yeah.
boss teammate
Not like a boss teammate, but like a boss.
or boss players
Just
in general.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so just put boss. UHC.
Yeah.
One I saw a while ago. I know it would be really difficult to make even for everyone, but I saw a UHC. I don't remember like who did it. It was just a random video I found on YouTube where they did Pokemon themed.
Ooh.
So each person has their own type, and
yeah.
depending on what type you have different like enchantments and stuff.
Mhm.
So like the water type could they had like aqua or not aqua affinity, but depth strider kind of thing. Like they'd walk faster in water.
That'd be kind of neat.
It would be interesting to see,
Yeah.
but it would also, like as I said, it could be really uneven for someone.
Yeah.
It might be difficult to set up.
Yeah. If you can find like an even like mix of it, then yeah, it would be cool.
Yeah. See, those are all the gimmick ideas I have in mind. I'll probably toss them out every so often for future UHC ideas.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put a tab on some of the, I guess, more interesting ones, I guess.
Yeah.
We're already doing that one.
I would say the more possible ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really want to do this top one day, but it takes some work.
Yeah.
So, I think that's everything I have for this episode. I don't know if you guys got any final notes.
Watch me win.
Watch me kill Nayxerr.
How am I gonna win if you kill me?
Because
Panda's gonna win.
Yeah, Panda's gonna carry us.
He never takes any damage. He's Iron Man throughout the whole season and wins it.
Yeah.
What a debut.
Oh,
That would be amazing.
Can't wait.
Any other notes? Final stuff? Anyone?
I got nothing.
I'm
I'm slightly
going
less hungover. So.
What are you saying, Zhalpha?
I'm gonna go after you again for UHC 19.
Me at 0-0.
Of course, again.
Okay, I'll bring some epic music.
I'll bring the meat.
We're gonna have our epic battle by I can't think of any ABBA songs, but I'll think of something.
All right.
The winner takes it all.
Oh, get out.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have our battle with Dancing Queen playing in the background. Young and sweet, only 17.
Wow.
So yeah, that'll do for the JFS show for today. Hope you guys have enjoyed watching, and we'll be recording this UHC on October 27th, and should come out the weekend after that. So keep an eye out on everybody's respective channels. And we shall see you all next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Bye.